my beautiful soul, here's Julie for another weekly guidance reading. I am here today to bring you a message, and this time it's a bit different because I have been asked to actually bring also some talk around the full moon that is happening on the 28th of March. So for you who don't know me, I am Julie, I'm an intuitive, and so many more titles that you can find here if you want to know my story. And so my mission is to actually counsel, teach, and bring divine message to the collective. So the way I work is that I channel message for you that you can embrace into your life and take what resonates to your deepest self to actually navigate this time. And I also love to use some tarot and oracle cards to go even deeper into the message when it needs to. But sometimes we get it straight away in the beginning. So I wanted to start with that full moon that is coming. So that full moon is actually in the Libra astrologic sign. And Libra is really known to be balanced, to be in an equilibrium, someone who doesn't, an energy that does not need to go in conflict, that actually doesn't appreciate conflict. But there is also a sense of wanting the element of people around them, of community, and it's quite interesting in what is coming. It's a bit controversial about what other message I received, but I think we're going to understand the full message because they also told me I didn't need to know everything before I started the video. So I trust what they are saying. So the other things that happened this week is that I was driving alongside the sea, and the waves were not, the sea was not really quiet, but they said this is the calm before the storm. And I had a very strong energy in me that an urge to do a video for the collective. And I think the energy that I felt then is what is starting to start with the full moon that is coming on the 28th, and that will really continue toward April. So I'll probably will have more to say in the April prediction, which I feel wanted to come at the same time, but I just had to be clear with what I wanted to say. And what I felt with that is that, again, some things was brewing, but you remember like months ago I said a baby was brewing, energy were brewing for things to come. Here I feel we are at that point where we have gone through the growth of that, and this is like the eclosion of it, and it's going to be very strong. I hear the word explosive, but it can be in many sense. I do feel there is a lot of sword energy coming. So things that need to come up to the light. But what I want to say with that, and why I feel there is some things big coming, I do feel that it's going to be very fast, so everything will escalate very quickly. But I think it's because there was a pressure. There has been a pressure, and the water is under too much pressure, is going to explode. So I know I talked about that energy before, but here I really feel we reached the point where it's happening. And what I feel about that is not really negative, but I feel there is an outcome that is beautiful that is going to come from that we're not going to be able to see, but we have to remind ourselves. So I want to go in a bit deeper with the Libra that is really someone, the energy Libra, I say someone, but the energy of Libra is really something that doesn't want to go into conflict. And what I love about that energy that we are coming in, I think this is going to bring the equilibrium and the balance in between all. So everything is going to be escalate, but I see a really beautiful outcome coming with that, and the outcome of actually finding a balance, an agreement, some things that is the word convenient is coming between the two parties. So yeah, so I want to know a bit more about this, but I think we're going to dive into the card, but on a personal level. So that's the energy that I'm talking about. But I want to talk about you on a personal level, how you can actually navigate the time when that energy comes. Because why I think the Libra energy is coming right now is because the storm is going to be so strong that this energy is going to help all of us to actually keep straight and standing up for ourselves. So we're not going to be taken away into that storm because of that energy that is here that want us to be in equilibrium. So I think that's really the point of the message today, is remembering that yes, it's going to be very strong storm. That's what I see a very big wave. It can be a metaphor for the energy that is coming, or it can be literally having storm coming, but to me it feels more like an energy that is coming here. Excuse me if I burp, it's just the energy wanting to come. So, but even though we feel that energy is coming, there is a sense of very grounded. You know, it's like, yes, the tree move in all the sense, but you're very grounded. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, so let's go and start to shuffle the card to see what else is coming for you on a personal level. But I had to explain this energy coming. It was really important, because if you feel that you are if you feel that not that you think it's not happened, you know how to explain what I'm feeling. If you feel alone, that's more that if you feel alone in this, know that actually it's not the case. You know, we all into this, and we all are going to be supported no matter what. I think that's what's wanting to come. There's so much message that want to come at the same time. It's funny because today it's a lot of cards that come often that I hear. I think it's again to remind us the same message. I already understand what is wanting to be said in here. So, okay. All right. And I will link down below. Oops. I will link down below. Also the card, if you are interested or resonate with some of them, you can get them for yourself. And if you have any recommendation of beautiful deck, please make them, because I really love to get new one to read for you and to bring the message. Okay. Actually, we have quite a bit of things. I'm very excited about this reading today. I'm just going to pick. We have a few. Well, the other one came out, so I feel. All right. So let's dive into it. The first card that coming, it's of course I said to you we will have a sword. We have the 8 of sword. I'm just going to show you the 8 of sword. That's really upright. And to me, this is the feeling of being trapped, but actually it's just an image of the mind. There is that strong feeling of being trapped, of being not seeing what is going to happen, and feeling that we are not in control of the situation. And you can see the bottom person is looking away from it and looking to the sky, really to be like, show me another way, show me another way to move forward. I don't want to feel like this anymore. And so also what I love about this is that it's the number 8, so it's the infinity, it's like limitless possibilities. And so to me this is a mindset, not saying that this is not how the world feel or you feel in your life, but there is a need of shifting the mindset of being trapped, because that's the word, but because it's an illusion. That's what I'm hearing right now. It is an illusion. When you actually look deeper than that, you realize that you always have been free. You know, it's like a bit that analogy when you see the bird that is in a cage, but the door is open, but actually the bird is never coming out. So remember that everything is an illusion, and that your freedom's still there, and you are free to actually. It's funny because what is actually showing to me is raise your words. This card, raise your word, was upside down. So to me, there is a sense of being like, well, I'm not feeling that I am able to express myself and my feeling right now. And that could be with the people around you, that could be in your work environment, just feeling that, that you are trapped. But this is an illusion. It's very important to remember that it needs to have a shift. And I think that's quite interesting with the sword card, because she's looking away because she's actually looking to get another message of where she's at. And to me, it's pretty much I'm praying to actually be able to see differently, but inside, that's how I feel. And I'm saying recognize that is how you feel. It's very important to recognize how we feel. There's nothing wrong with that, never, but there is a way of being like, what is the other way I can look at this? What can I appreciate in the moment I am living right now? What is positive in my life? How can I shift that energy right now? And what I was saying with raising your words, it's feeling like we are able to speak our truth, or that we are able to communicate with the people around us. Like I have found, like in the last couple of weeks, it's been very hard to communicate and being received in the right way. And that has been the energy, and feeling very down about not being heard of what I wanted to say. But then I had to find another way to express myself and to feel that I could express. And there is many ways that are not especially with the voice, but that can be about writing. And I'm going to link here the video about intuitive writing, because this is a gift, honestly, to be able to actually write what we feel. And I really invite you at looking at that video if it's something that you feel very deeply that you cannot express yourself. And I talk about that a lot, but when we see others being shut down, sometimes it is more and more difficult to express ourselves because we feel we don't have a voice. But again, this is I know it is real, it does exist, but we can again shift our perspective or find other way around to actually navigate that for our own well-being. Like, for example, writing, or being able to sit down and sing, or there is many ways to be able to express our words and express ourselves. So when you have a conversation today, notice the words that are used. Then notice how those words feel. Does this conversation inspire you or offer you a new perspective? There we go, we talk about perspective. Even if the topic is confronting, we have a choice about how we conduct ourselves in a conversation, as well as what we say. Today, try speaking up about what matters to you, imagining your words originate from your heart, because your conversation can change the world. And I really love that, because yes, it can also be, if we go in a conversation and we feel we're going to be shut down straight away, we already go with an armor around us and we feel like we are ready to fight, but that's also an energy that we bring into the conversation, and the other person is feeling that straight away, so they defend themselves and attack, ready to attack, and that creates conflict. So when you can express your truth from your heart and not expecting anything from the other party, you are able to actually create a self-love, a loving environment. Actually, it's not the word that I'm searching. A very safe environment to be heard and to have a communication, a conversation. And I think that's really important. It's not to not go in a conversation with someone with any assumption or with an idea of how this is going to be, because it could be beautiful if you change simply the way you go into it. And I think it is the same with the Eight of Swords. It's actually already, because of the feeling we have inside us, we see the world as that, and we see ourselves in the world as that. If we remove that image and create a new perspective on how we are, we navigate the world differently. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here, because it's very interesting in this sense. What I'm feeling as well, so we have the moon upside down. We had the moon before, but it was upside down. To me, in this particular reading, I do feel that some things is on pause. So, and it could be the calm before the storm comes. But you see, to me, this storm could be full of light as well, because the moon is hiding some things. And like I said to you, when the sun will align with the moon, the path of light is going to be shown to you, and you're going to understand. Oh my God, I love that. You're going to understand why you are here on earth, but actually there is the message of that need to come. And I forgot, but they told me also yesterday and this morning this message for you guys, that we have choose to incarnate in this time. We really choose that. If we were not in this time, our soul will probably regret to not be here in this time, because we are in a huge shift. And I said that before, we are ascending. And to me, what this message is bringing with the moon is that yes, there is the calm before the storm comes, but to me, it's also, if we change the perspective, we'll see the storm of light coming. Even in front of us, we still see the chaos, we still see that our life is turning upside down. When we shift our perception, we will be able to see all the blessing that is coming also with this time. And I just really wanted to remind you that that's a really strong message that came this morning or yesterday, to really remind you that you choose to be here, even though you might not believe in that and you're like, what are you saying? We all choose to be here in this time because we all have things to learn. And I feel also when the moon is going to align with actually the sun and you're going to see the path of light, you're going to understand why you are here. Some people already know why they are here, but I think as we go into that process, into that energy, not process, into that energy, that is going to be a storm, and that's going to be very full on. we have to remember that we can see all the good things that is happening right here, and even in the most difficult time in our life, there is always something we can learn that is very positive, only if we want to. And I know some people will like, but you're not in my situation, you don't understand. Actually, I do. I have been there, and I know that in this time it is the most difficult things to face, that we have the choice to look at the situation differently. I really, really empathize and understand, and at the time I was in it, I was not able to see, and it's only after that I was like, wow, actually all of this was for a reason. But what I want to encourage you is to be able, in the moment of the chaos, even if it's the most difficult time, to be able to actually see that, because actually this is going to change your energy very quickly. And because we are in a very fast-paced energy that is coming, if you decide to make the shift, it's going to happen very quickly. So if you need to really shift your energy and be like, I'm ready to actually change right now, and look at the not the glass half empty but a half full. And that's what I'm trying to bring to you, that this energy is going to propulse the change very quickly, but in a positive way, if you are able to look at the positive side of this storm. I'm just trying to sense, there is something that want to come about the storm. Okay, let's continue. I think it's coming, but I just want to let it come fully. All right. Another energy that you may feel is contemplation. We have again another sword. I said to you we will have quite a few swords. There is the contemplation. With the sword, it's really in the it's really in the mind, you know. It's what we can shift. And I feel here with this energy, with the Queen of Swords, well, you see in the photo, it's all about contemplation. And to me, what is it saying here, especially with the Libra energy, because the Libra energy doesn't like conflict and all that, here it's saying, take the time to reflect before acting. And I think this is really a strong message, even with the word you choose, you know. Reflect on how you're going to go in a situation, on what you're going to bring in a conversation, on what energy. So to me, it's saying, in the middle of all of this, I'm going to step back and I'm going to actually reflect before I act. Because often when it's like the mental that is like working, sometimes we don't take the time to sit with our thought, process it, and it's why I talk about intuitive writing, and I really encourage you to look at that video, because I think there is a need to step back out of a situation or out of the mind to be able to be like, is it rational, or is it, am I looking at the negative side of everything, or am I actually able to shift my perspective and see the other side of the coins, and see how I can get into a situation with an energy that is going to be favorable to my situation and myself. That's more what that's exactly what I want to say. And it's all relating to the air energy. Yeah, it's like, to me, it's like everything flow, but you could get attached to some things. It's funny because that one coming back, you could get attached to some things and just get stuck there, when actually the air is here to really, the wind is here to actually push everything. That could be also about oh, here we go, that's the storm. The wind is coming to actually clear out everything. So even if you feel that that storm is horrible, it's again another perspective. It's a clearing. The wind is clearing everything. And even though it looked chaotic, it looked destructive, there is that sense of balance because of the moon in the full moon in Libra that is trying to keep you in balance. But for that, there is a need of reflecting on what the mind is bringing, and making sure you reflect on yourself before going into a situation, into a conversation, to make sure everything is favorable for you. This is beautiful. It's so strong. I feel it's very strong. We also have the water energy, and I'm not surprised because I saw that as well. The water energy, I'm feeling again, it's a reminder about physically clearing with water, and that has, you know, I just feel there is not enough time we get reminded about that. And I say pretty much that in all my video, but filtered water, do not drink the tap water, filter with your water. If you don't have a filter, use activate charcoal that you put in your water, that will clear all the toxin that is there, all the chemical, the synthetic chemical, that's what I'm talking, to actually clear the energy of your body, because the external world is clearing up, it's still happening within you, but this time it's another kind of clearing, you know. It's one that go very fast and you don't have the time to process or think about it. So what I'm saying is like everything escalates very quickly. So that's why I'm really saying do not get involved into a conversation. Just take yourself out of it before you action, you know, because that energy could bring a lot without you even having the time to actually think about it. So I'm saying to you, just taking the time before you go into anything, that's very, very important. Very important. Again, we have the card say it's not only about being right. And every time I see this message, and you take it, you know, you take it, I'm going to read to all of you what that can sorry, what am I trying to say? I'm going to read what the card is saying, and then you take what resonates with you, and I'm going to bring what I feel every time I see this card. So in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the things that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater lengths in considering the other perspective. Oh my God. Actually, it's exactly what I wanted to say. I just love it. These again show conversation, listening to each other, communication is very important. So again, it depends on how you bring yourself into a conversation, the words you use, the energy you bring in. So if you already go into a situation in a conversation and have already set your mind on what others are going to say or believe, you go in a conflict straight away, you know, because they feel your energy, you know. So you're not letting others come, you know. It's like when two people come at peace together and then they have a discussion, that is the energy. So here it's asked that people have conversation, listen to the perspective of each other. It's not about being right, it's about listening and understanding the perspective of someone else, and then yes, okay, maybe I believe in it, maybe not, but that's okay. It's about listening, and I think that's really what the full moon in Libra is. The Libra energy does not like conflict. It's all about communication and being as a community. So I think the energy of this full moon is going to bring within the storm some things that going to reestablish communication, for people who have different opinion and view world. And so that's why, to me, that's the spark, that's the light that is coming up, is because there is going to be a sense of we are going to listen to what is coming. So this have a lot, but I'm very excited about it because yeah, there is a lot. Yes. So the other card that came up that struck to me straight away is the risk and healing. What I love about the risk is like, if you don't try, you don't know. But again, it's the mind, what's happening in the mind. To me, this is saying you can create all the scenario in your mind on how some things could happen. But if you don't try, you'll never know. So putting yourself in the situation where you think you're going to fail, or you're not going to succeed, or it's not going to happen the way you want, it's already putting yourself in a failure position. When actually jumping into it and trying, yes, you may fail, but maybe you're not going to fail, and maybe they're going to be success, but you'll never know if you don't try. So to me, this card is saying, hey, take the risk to actually express yourself, because you never know the outcome, and it could be so positive, you know, and that can be taken in any element of your life. So you can really look at all aspects of your life. But I do love this, and I really encourage you that, you know, even if it looks challenging, you never know what it look on the other side of the mountain. And actually you see the mountain behind the back with the sun, and you know, you could get there, you know. I really encourage you. And to me, okay, so with the energy I was just explaining before, with the equilibrium between the community, people, I do feel this is an energy of healing. I have no doubt about that. And yet, like I say, you might not see it physically in the I want to say the matter, but I don't know if that's the word in English. I know in French we say la matière, the matter. I think that's the word, but anyway, in the physical, here we go. In the physical, you may not see that, but actually it is the energy that is coming. It's going to be very stormy, but there is, if you look at the other side of the coin, something's beautiful about it. And that happened on your personal life, it happened on a worldwide life. We are in a time of ascending, so everyone is experiencing this moment in life, in one of a lifetime, but everyone is going to experience it differently. Everyone, of course, but I invite you to look at the other side of what your mind is showing you, because I can tell you that there is something beautiful about that. The card that is coming is I am who I am, and to me this is freedom. This is showing I'm getting out of that mindset. I'm actually freeing myself from having the feeling that I am trapped. And I really want to read to you this card, because I was asked to read one of the cards, and I feel it is this one. Here we go. I'm right on it, so I'm going to read this to you. I face, oh my God, guys. I face and move through my fears. These cards come to you because you have reached a point of enough grounded awareness to understand that there is no escaping the reality that you must live through every moment of your life, regardless of how it comes to you. See? And even if you know of many ways to distract or numb yourself from being present, you are willing you are willingly choosing instead to apply yourself to conscious self-realization. This is a wise choice and intention. You sense that any reaction to life are regression to the past, and they surrender your influence on your future. You are ready to be crowned by your own presence. Understand that you have the capacity to become masterful at this reality and gracefully choose how you respond to your life. This is exactly what I was saying to you, beautiful people. Exactly what I was saying, changing the perception and seeing that you are actually free here right now. As you become more sovereign, yay! You will see the world with a sense of wonder, love, and unity, while simultaneously perceiving the subtlety of the future as it comes toward you. And that's really the moon that is showing you the way. You know, everything is showing to you. You are working toward a balanced state, desiring to be truly at peace with yourself and the world. Oh my God. A higher glimpse of your role and creative destiny is possible now if you can stop the merry-go-round of thoughts in your mind long enough to fully open to the true wisdom of your heart. Wow. I'm so incredibly blessed and shocked at the same time by the accuracy of all this reading. I'm like, wow, this is a beautiful gift, people. So they suggest a practice here. Don't be so hard on yourself, of course. Don't be so hard on yourself. Refuse to engage in any negative dialogue, stories, list of supposed flaws or labels that diminish you. Your true self is infinite and full of creative potential. And that's really what I said before. Reflect your thought before you get into anything, because you want to be your best self to really have everything favorable for yourself. Wake up every day and say, I am who I am. That is that. And put an end to false stories. You can even sing this statement, put it in on a note to stick on your fridge or write it on your bathroom mirror. Celebrate your true self. You are always becoming on the very long journey of the soul. So I am who I am, and that's very important, because it is also it is really saying, you know, freedom, sovereign, accepting every part of yourself. You don't need others to agree with what you are, but you can create your reality by changing your perspective, by changing the way you action into your relationship, conversation. It's just so beautiful, this message. Oh my God, wow. And that make me look at, see me in their eyes. See me in their eyes. Whenever conferring with another, either face-to-face or across the miles, whether a human being, departed spirit, or sentient tree, always speak to the highest within them. It makes such a difference. Yes, and I love that, because I love that message, because it is very important, you know, the word you use, raise your word, but the word you use about talking of other, it's also a vibration. So making sure, like, you talk to people the way you talk about people the way you would like them to talk about you, you know. So use wise words, yes. Yeah, there is a sense of really being in the now, and I'm saying that with the Six of Cups, because there is lots of nostalgia about the past, but remember, you have choose to be here, you have choose to incarnate in this time, because if you change your perspective around it, this storm is actually a storm of light, of cleansing, to bring this new world that is coming, that I have been talking for months and months. And I know it doesn't seem like that, but know that the future is bright. But at this stage, it's really asked you to be grounded, to really, really look at your thought, at how you connect with each other in the best way for your advantage, but advantage in a good way. It's both advantage, but to put you in a situation that it will be favorable. I repeat that word because it's coming a lot. And then we have the Page of Cups that actually came upside down, and to me it came upside down to say you need to be grounded. Release yourself from your mind. Release yourself from your mind. You're too much in your head. Too much in your head. Go back to the heart center. There is a deep sense of that in this card. You know, you see the feet in the air. That's to me showing you are very up there, you know, but you need to anchor your light in here and be conscious of every step you are doing for yourself and for others. There is a support of the energy of this full moon coming, and I never really talk about full moon, really sometimes, but this was really as Julie talked about it, and now I really understand why, because there is that strong anchoring balance with this energy that is going to help you navigate this storm, and remembering that this storm is a cleansing that is going to bring a lot of light. Even if it doesn't look like that in the physical, you need to change your perspective to see it. All right, so we have Kuntur Yashak, blessing from the son of Hana Pasha. So this warrior of light, I'm going to listen what it has to bring to us today. Well, they say anchoring your light in the now, right here, right now. There is no need wanting to escape this time. You are exactly where you are meant to be right now. We understand, he say we understand, so that he talk for all the being of light. We understand that it is a conflicting time within because of the external world. But all of this have a purpose that you're going to really understand very shortly. Everything is going to be accelerate, I don't know if that's an English word, but propulse very quickly, like a blink of an eye. And you're going to be like a bit shaken by that, and but it's good, because we need you to remember why you came here. Yeah. They say you need to stay strong. The light is coming. I know the light is coming. I really have no doubt about that. I keep saying that to you. The light is coming. Be more in your heart. Be more in your heart and accept who you are and what you are living right now. Everything will be good. Even if the storm feels strong, the wind as well. It's a clearing. It's a clearing. I am repeating myself right now, but it's really the message. This week the message is strong. Take the time to practice detachment, to reconnect really to your true essence, and that is something that came up this week as well as a message. And I think that's really getting out of the head, or really making sure what is coming in the head is realistic. Yeah, that's all with them. And the other card that came out that I really want to share is simplicity. And I think that really come with like getting back to the heart, being more simple. And I think life of people, even if we don't realize at this stage, some people have realized that everything that have fall apart is because they were not meant to be in their life. Some people even realize that. Some people are going through that right now. But because there is a sense of coming releasing all the layers that are superficial to come back to the essence, to the simple of the essence. Yeah. And then we have bliss that came upside down. And I think to me is to say this is coming, you know, bliss is coming. Only when we will be able to change the perspective around the external and the internal world, even if at the time it's challenging and it feels that it's not possible. And I really, really want to repeat myself, but I'm not saying that I don't understand. I really do understand. I have been there before this. I have been there because I am meant to support you in this time. I am meant to send this message to you. So if you are in that situation where you are on the floor and your head is on the ground and you have no hope, I'm saying to you, see the spark that is in your life. This is what is going to bring back the light and everything in your life. There is an immense, limitless possibility that is right there for you if you decide to look at it. So beautiful being, I know this was a strong message and I really felt it coming, and I really felt that I needed to share that. It's not always easy, but I just feel it's very important because that's also part of my mission. And you know, that can be challenging, you know, to be real. But I see the light coming for all of us if we are able to look at the other side of the coin. So beautiful beings, my heart is with you. I really deeply feel it. I am sending so much love, so much light. If you need support one-on-one, I am here for that. You can book online. I'm counseling, you know. So yes, I use different tools like tarot, but I also do just life skills counseling to help you navigate this time on any level of your life. And I'll post a video every week. There is plenty of video to help you. There is beautiful meditation to relax, to calm, to clear energy on my channel. Make sure to look at them as well. And I hope if this message resonates with you, let me know. I would love to hear it in the comment. And if you like this channel, if you like this content, make sure to subscribe, because this helps the message to get to people and help me to grow this place. So thank you so much for being here, and I wish you all the best until next time. Bye.